What's going on, guys? So the last time you saw my truck was apart. Since then I've mostly finished wiring it all up, so I'm going to show you what I've got done. I got all my lights wires ran. They're hella long and they're really long, just kind of coiled up in the corner here. All my engine wire is running across there. And things like fans and electric water pumps and stuff that I'm not using is just kind of coiled up behind the battery. So what I still need to do is I'm going to sleeve all of this with a nice wire loom and use better connectors than these that are actually waterproof, and then trim everything that's a proper length so it's not just kind of laying everywhere. And then I'm also going to put a connector here and here so that if I ever need to take the nose off, I can just unplug everything and take the whole front clip off the truck. Alright, so now inside the truck, I'm going to pull the dash off here in just a minute, because I want to show you guys a few things under there, and two, I've got a little bit more work I need to do. But everything's done. Pretty much everything works. The front right turn signal doesn't work and the back left turn signal doesn't work. I think the turn signal switch here is my issue there. I have a new one ordered, it's just not here yet to put it in. The other thing that isn't working is my dome light here. There's a wire that comes out of the fuse panel and goes up to the dome light. I've got that routed and hooked up, but then there's no wire that goes from the fuse panel to the light switch that's supposed to control that light. And I haven't figured out what to do about that. So if any of you guys have any ideas as to why that is like that and how I can make that dome light work, that'd be great. I mean, it's not a big deal. I've never had a dome light working there before, so it's not like I'm missing it. But yeah, so that's where I am right now. I'm going to pull this dash off and we're going to work on it a little more. So let's get to it. So the hardest part about getting this dash out is disconnecting the speedometer cable. Because there's not enough room to do it. You can't pull the dash out until you disconnect the speedometer cable. So you have to reach up there and do it from the back. And then once that's off, this whole thing can come out. Alright, so hopefully that's a good view. You can see what's going on. There's my new fuse panel there. It's mounted to the firewall. I'll try and get you a better view from underneath. Now, if you go back to my previous videos, you can see where it was a little better before all the wires were in there, and everything's just kind of spaghettied in here right now. I do want to go back at some point and kind of tidy this up a little more, but it's all in here and it works. And then all the stuff that I'm not using is kind of bundled up on top of the radio there. That's things like power windows, power seats. I think there's one for heated seats, stuff like that, stuff that I don't have, but I don't want to remove completely because I might put that in at some point. Now what we're doing today is I'm going to be replacing all these bulbs behind the dash. Actually, I should probably put the dash back in real quick and show you guys what that looks like. Hey Google, turn the lights off. Turn my overhead light off. So just for comparison, that's what my dash looks like just with the backlights on, and I'm pretty sure those are all on. I don't think any of those are burnt out. I think the ones that are burnt out are for my turn signals, and then it's got the high beam indicator too. So I'm going to be replacing all those. I've got green for the turn signals and blue for the high beams, and then some pretty bright whites that are going to go behind everything else. So yeah, that's what we're working on today. Hey Google, turn the lights on. So to replace those, I've got some LED ones. They're obviously not as cheap as the incandescent ones, because those are like $1 for 30 of them. I think these were like $3 or $4 a piece. But I'm hoping they last a little longer, because those I was replacing constantly. What is this? Oh, I got a new bulb to replace the dome light too, but I don't see a point in putting that in until I can figure out how to get power up there. So that's something different. Let's go ahead and put this blue guy in first. This is my high beam indicator. And I really hope that these aren't just blinding, because the website that I got these from had two types that it said would fit in this application. And one of them was really dim, and well, I don't know that they were really dim, but like the lumens that one produced like 4 lumens or something like that, and then the other one produced like 130. So I got the brighter ones. I'm hoping that they're not obnoxiously blinding. Let's see, this is my oil indicator. Oh, another thing that I haven't gotten working yet is my the generator charge light in the dash. I didn't get working, but I have this voltmeter down here, so I figure as long as I keep an eye on that, that should keep me just as safe as a, you know, a battery charging dummy light would. Okay, now this is a turn signal. There we go. Okay, let's get that back in. Throw some screws back in so we can have it ground. That one doesn't have a clip, I keep forgetting that. Alright, let's see how that looks. See, already I like the cooler white lights better. Oh, and I like the blue high beam indicator. Let's see how it turn signals. So the front right is the one that's not working. The front right, the indicator here gets its power from the front right. So since that one's not working, this one isn't working either. Let's see how that looks. Night mode. Hey Google, turn the lights off. Yeah, so I don't know if the camera's picking up how much more visible this gauge is in the dark than it was before. But it looks much better. I'm very happy with this little modification here. I should have done LEDs in this dash a long time ago. They weren't that expensive and they look so much better. Cool. Alright, so that's pretty much all I had for today, was just this little project, and to show you guys that I have made progress on the truck. It is back together. It is drivable. I've had it out. So things I still need to do on it, other than what I mentioned, that I'm gonna loom and heat shrink and waterproof connections, pretty much everything. I'm gonna pretty much go all the way back through it. I didn't do that to begin with because I wanted to make sure that everything was where it needed to be, and that I wasn't going to be redoing it. Now that I know where everything is, I can do the loom, and it's just, I don't know that it was actually less work to do it that way, but that's how I did it, thinking that I thought, knowing me as a person, I was going to be doing it 5 times because I mess things up and have to redo it a lot. So that just would have been one more thing to redo, and I don't have to redo it now. I can just do it once and be done. So I need to finish that up. I need to replace, I have a new, this is still the broken ignition switch. So I need to replace that, and then I have cylinders to go in the doors too, that I'll just have one key instead of two keys like I have now. I need to put the new turn signal switch in the steering column here. I don't know if I'll make an episode out of that. You could leave me a comment. Let me know if that's something you want to see. If you want to see me replace that, I keep wanting to call it the ignition switch. If you want to see me replace the turn signal switch, leave a comment. Let me know. And then I think that's about all I have coming up on the truck. And then I think I'm probably going to work on the Ruckus after that, make some progress on it. Finally. But yeah, this is the first time in a long time that almost everything runs. The truck is driving again for the first time in 8 months. The Harley's going great. Now I just got to get the Honda. But yeah, so that's all I had for you guys. I don't know where I was going with that ending. So that's pretty much all I had for you guys. We'll wrap it up there, and I'll see you guys later with some more truck and or motorcycle stuff.